called
It's in our website. No, it's on the corporate website. You got to go here, click the button,
go to
smash
careers,
the like button,
go fucking subscribe, share with your friends, and then we'll fucking do the giveaway, and you'll get an inbox.
Share to at least 10 people. Hello and welcome to the Not Good Enough podcast, hosted by David and Andy, reporting live on October 28th. That's David.
And that's Andy.
This is episode
30. Distressing trend.
Mm-hmm.
We had 2 weeks to get that right, and we still got it wrong. So here we are again, and welcome to another episode. We missed last week for reasons unknown to both of us.
It was raining.
It was raining, and your boy was tired. I was tired as fuck. I've been working long hours, long shifts.
That's right, man.
Yeah.
You know, at least somebody is working long hours.
Oh man, straight to the work. Oh, Andy, why?
It's always on my mind.
Oh Lord, I wonder why. Just all the amount of debt that I have assumed over the years, David. You don't understand.
You don't understand because, like, I have been probably paying loans back as long as you've been alive.
20 years?
Almost. Yeah, it feels like
you had debt at 12.
Pretty much.
I owed
popped out of the womb.
I owed the milkman $30. I still haven't paid him back.
And then his picture was on the milk carton.
Oh. Ooh.
What?
Oh, man.
Maybe not.
I'm going to see you on Cold Case Files. I'm going to be like, it was that man right there. He admitted it. I'm calling the police tonight. But yes, we have, interestingly, the only thing that's happened to me recently have all happened within this last span of 6 days. The time before that was literally nothing but me going to work and then going home and then being like, fuck, I cannot make it to Andy's house tonight. And then going to work the next day. But I actually broke my fucking bed, dude. I broke it. I broke my bed.
Tell me about this.
So, not the way I wanted to break my bed. Let's start off there. It's nothing too interesting. Nothing to be proud of, you know? So, I bought a little Bluetooth receiver, right? Because I have this speaker, and it doesn't have any Bluetooth, and it's a pretty decent speaker. I bought, I paid like $100 for it. It's like for a guitar amp or whatever, and I bought that. So I bought the Bluetooth receiver. I wanted to trade out the speaker that I do have in my room for that one. So I went to my mom's house. I pick it up. I go home, and I have my Bluetooth speaker right next to my bed on the floor. So I put it on right there in that spot. And I'm sitting on the corner of the bed. And then I get up a little bit so I could, plug in the Bluetooth receiver. And I plug it in, and I do a little hop. My bed's a little high, not too high, but I'm short. I'm a short man, I can admit.
Yeah.
So I did not like a big jump, but I did like a little hop on there. Bro, all I hear is click. And then next thing you know, I'm on the fucking floor. I busted my ass. I like head to the floor, hand like to the air, bro. Yes. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? How did that happen?
You broke the side of the bed? I
broke the bottom, like, so the little metal slats on the bottom are connected to the actual bed, which I actually like on that bed. But it's connected to that. So I broke one of the little corners. So I'm like, dude, what the hell? So I turn on the light. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to lift up the box spring and the mattress so I could put him on the little corner of the bed so I could see what's going on, at least see what the hell happened. I do that, right? I put it on the little corner. As soon as I'm about to look at what happened, the fucking other side of the bed just goes cluck, and that shit breaks. And I'm like, I'm going to sleep in my brother's house. I'm not dealing with this tonight. And then I went back the next day. I slept in my brother's house, and I went back the next day, and I'm like, I'm just going to buy a new bed. So I texted my dad. I'm like, yo, my fat ass broke the bed. He's like,
can you buy me a new bed?
Disappointment. No. I didn't even say that. I did say, yo, grandpa has money in his will that's for me, and I don't get it until I'm 25, but I'm wondering if you could, tap into that money for a bed. It's not like I'm using it to buy fucking cocaine, even though I could buy a lot of cocaine with that money. But it's for a bed. I need a bed. This shit broke. And he's like, nah, I'm just gonna pay for it. And I'm like, I don't like when people do that. I don't like when people pay for my shit. You know, I pay for every single thing in my fucking life, like insurance, fucking, bills, everything. I pay for everything. And I was like, nah, let me go half. And he was very adamant into like, you live in Gainesville, I live in Miami. I don't really help you out. I don't really get to see you. So let me have this one thing. So I'm like, I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I could take a little
Sure.
handout, like once a year. Christmas coming up, so it's gonna be my Christmas present. So he's like, yeah, send me the bed you want. So I send him the bed I want. $700 for the bed and the 2 nightstands. Fucking amazing price. So yeah, I bought a new bed. Actually,
Look at you getting a bed set.
Right? Look, bro, I'm actually an adult.
Damn.
I'm actually an adult. This shit has wood, bro. It's wood, Andy.
Mhm.
Tobacco's like colored. It's like the name of the color, what, tobacco.
Okay.
Shit looks nice. I'm gonna show you the picture. But yeah, I bought a new bed and then I fixed the bed that I have now currently. It was a screw that apparently when I sat down or hopped on there, fucking popped off, which actually left a little bit of a mark on the wall. That means that shit popped out with some force.
That projectile.
that shit was dangerous.
Damn.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I fixed that, but dude, honestly, my mom bought me that bed set when I was like 15, and I appreciate it, but it wasn't really my style. It was whatever. Plus, the new bed set that I'm getting matches with the furniture in my living room, so I felt like,
Sure.
yeah. So I'm being
You
an
already
adult.
have a style.
Yeah,
Yep,
so I'm
there
like,
you
yo,
go.
since I'm getting a new bed set, I might as well get like a new body pillow. I have like a body pillow, and then I have my 2 pillows there. So I bought a new body pillow. Your boy about to buy some furniture for the like. I don't have like a dresser, but I have like these 2 like little cheap
These
little
2
box
milk
thingies.
crates. Yeah.
No, not milk crate. Like little milk crate boxes in stacks of 6, but actual furniture, if that makes sense. I don't know.
Cubbies.
Cubbies, yeah, cubbies,
Sure.
and then like they're like offset, the ones with the actual
Yeah.
little thing. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'm thinking about buying
Cool.
one of those to match with the new bed set. So I'm making adult choices and shit.
Sure.
Yeah, it only took so long.
Yeah, just keep in mind that it's still 2020. Shit could go sideways like tomorrow.
I did get a raise, so I feel like it's probably spoiled myself.
Okay.
Got a $1 raise, boy.
Damn.
Yeah,
Look at
senior
you.
tech. I'm
In the house.
yeah, managerial material. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're getting there.
No,
Proud of you.
no, like literally, no. Like technically, I'm manager of the other pharmacy techs that are not senior techs,
So supervisor.
basically. But I also am a pharmacy tech, so I still got to do their job plus new
Mhm.
responsibilities.
For $1 more an hour.
For one more, and I still make less than people that start at Target because they start at 15 and Amazon.
That's right, because we talked about it.
We talked about
Check
it.
it out in our previous episodes.
It was a very distressing trend.
Yes.
Did I use that word correctly?
Yes, you did.
Honestly, I've never had this shit in vocab. So
You're welcome.
Thank you.
See, look, we learned stuff.
Every day we learn stuff.
Speaking about learning stuff, we're still gonna be talking about jobs. So David had this great idea. We're gonna be changing our show a little bit. We're basically gonna have like a general topic of the episode.
Yes, we are.
So, a distressing trend is jobs. Tonight's episode is going to be about jobs.
Jobs. Yep.
So, speaking of jobs, let's well, let me back up a second.
Oh,
here.
man.
So you yeah,
backed
man,
up.
this is a tough job as it is.
Yeah.
So you're talking about your bed.
You don't get paid for this.
Do you labor of love maybe? What
man,
about
that's amazing.
you have anything else?
Recently I've
on
been
the
trying to be
list?
more positive.
Okay.
No HIV.
Or COVID. You got to be careful because you don't want to be blurting out that you're
No.
positive.
No. So I don't want to date the episode, even though we really start out the episode by saying the exact date. I don't want to date the episode by saying COVID because that's like a 2020 thing.
All of our episodes were in the year 2020.
So far. Couple more episodes, Andy. We're gonna be in 2021.
Another distressing trend is that 2020 is never going to end.
Yo, honestly, I did see like a couple months ago a meme that it goes from like 11:59 p.m. of 12/31 to like 12 a.m. of 13/1. It's gonna be a new month. Yo,
Yeah.
honestly, I don't like that shit.
No.
I don't want that to happen at
No,
all.
but that's what's gonna happen.
It feels like it. Yes, feels like it.
And then it's all fucking new rules. Like,
Yeah.
nothing is the same anymore.
Yeah. I'm looking at the calendar now. We lucked out this year. Wednesday, which is when we record our podcast,
Mhm.
is on the 30th. So that means we don't have to record on New Year's Eve. And the first episode of the New Year is gonna be on January 6th. That's deep in the year, you know?
6 whole days, man.
Yeah. But then when that last episode comes out, we record on the 30th, but it's gonna come out on the 1st, New Year's Day. Oh man.
Woo.
Wow, the day is gonna match the number of views we're gonna get.
Wow,
Yeah, look at that.
that's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Good stuff, man.
Oh man, you know.
You were so
Talent.
far ahead than I am.
Oh man, 3 steps. I'm trying to be more positive, you know?
Sure. Well, might as well be because, being negative is
So much easier.
negative.
So much easier.
it's so much
It's
easier.
so much easier. It sucks because
Mm-hmm.
going back to jobs, like
Yep.
my job sometimes gets very, very stressful. And it's very, very hard to be positive in it because sometimes the company doesn't really do stuff that benefits the people in the store. And when that happens, it's very easy to go, man, fuck this place. But now I'm saying maybe this place is going to a better place. So instead of saying fuck this place, I say, yo, maybe let me caress it first. That drops some. Let me caress it first, and then maybe it'll fuck me back.
Positive spin, I guess.
Yeah.
Pick up your keyboard.
Dude, can you pick that up for me? It's like way down there, and I have my leg up, and I don't think it's gonna come back down.
Good stuff.
But yeah, what's up with you, man? I heard something distressing was happening at your current location of
Yes,
employment.
that's right. I love the trend that we have going on this episode.
yes.
It's a deep episode. Yeah, so I am looking for side work now.
Oh man! So if anybody wants to hook up Andy, he's gonna be on the south side of town with wearing booty shorts and shirt with no sleeves, which he has the fucking basically same outfit right now. So Andy, am I seeing you in work uniform? You got something to do after
As
this?
soon as we're done here, man.
Oh man!
Yeah.
Remember, you get paid first, and then you do the favor.
Right. You are.
So
no,
side
I'm-
work, yes. So
I'm looking for side work, yeah, because I did not get a raise like you did. In fact, just the opposite happened. I went from 35.
Shit.
I know. I'm allergic to this bullshit too.
Oh, nice recovery.
So I went from 35 to 32 hours.
You just got the 32 hours?
Mhm.
I've been at 32 hours for like 7 months. Shit's been rough.
Well, I've been at 35 for like this whole time.
Man. So why they cut hours?
Don't know. I don't know the reason
You
why.
think it's like it has to be a COVID reason.
Well, it most definitely is a COVID reason. Like my job is
The quarter's probably not looking too good.
my job is one of our biggest clients is the hospital and also UF and Santa Fe,
Oh, they're
So
doing more stuff online.
what's happening is that come November, like after Thanksgiving, students are not coming back, for the rest of the year.
Mhm.
Like they're basically taking spring break and putting it into the winter break. So, like, they're almost having the whole entire month of December off. I think they are having the whole month of December off.
Huh. Interesting.
So
Haven't
that
heard that.
means that there's going to be less people in town. We're going to have
That's people using paper.
We're anticipating like almost like a much less
Workload.
workload. So
So it's more precautionary than anything, really.
yes, it's very precautionary.
Well, I guess that's a better
'Cause-
sign than
I mean, some people have been furloughed as well.
ah.
Like I know of 3 people already from my location that was
Is it
furloughed.
was one of them Tiffany? Please
No.
don't tell me. Thank God. Dear
No.
Lord, nothing happened to Tiffany.
One of our loyalists.
Yeah,
No, but I mean, that's the thing. Like 3 people for my store, and our hours have been shortened. So yeah, so
Man,
I'm looking for side work, and
you
I'm working.
coming back over here? My place?
I really don't want to go back into retail.
It's not worth it. It is not worth it.
um, but yeah, I have. I mean, it's very tough, especially when you're trying to find you get a steady gig going on right now, like as my main job. That's like in the middle of the freaking day, and then I'm trying to work in between that, either like a just a morning gig, like anytime in the
Like right
morning
before work,
that
yeah.
ends at noon. Right, it's got to be done by then, so then I can go on to my next place.
Why don't you do like an overnight, like you used to do?
Because
Overnight
it's
couple
not
hours.
healthy.
It's not healthy, but
It
I
is
mean,
really not healthy.
for
I
the
did
time being, until
I
they
did
get
it
hours
for
back.
over a year,
Well,
and it's like I was getting sick. Like
the white starting to crack.
huh?
The white starting to crack. You look defeated as you're talking about it.
Because I'm coming back to that. Like it was such dark times, and I was not like in a good relationship at that period of time, and like my living situation sucked. Like the whole fucking year was terrible, right? So
Man.
working overnight, I was like, this is my escape. But like I couldn't go to sleep because then my bedtime was at 2 p.m. and then I'd have to wake up like at 10 p.m. And sometimes like I wanted to watch something that was on TV because I had cable at the time,
Ugh.
and it came on at 6.
Cable.
This was years ago,
Cable.
David.
Jesus, man.
You were
What? Were people still teasing their hair?
You
Andy?
were a fresh teenager.
13.
When I was talking about this. No, you were 15.
It's not fresh.
You were still fresh.
I didn't have my first kiss yet.
Well, that's how fresh you were.
I got my first kiss at 16.
Nice.
Yeah, behind the cafeteria.
Oh,
Keely.
Yummy.
Keely, yeah.
Kiwi?
No,
you kissed a kiwi?
No, Keely. That was her name.
Oh, okay.
Light skin, fat ass, big titties, lip ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing happened after that, unfortunately.
I'm so happy for you.
My game was so whack. Thinking about but going back to
going back to my sorrow story.
This actually might be a good opportunity for you if you think about it. Looking at it in a positive way.
Oh, I like this.
Right? I'm a new fucking person.
I'm positive that was a very terrible year.
Well, all right. Well, some answers are not always good to be positive in.
And I am positive that working overnight is not good for me.
Right. No. Speaking realistically, this might actually be a good opportunity for you to use that extra time you're doing to maybe get into that field of, where you got your degrees from, graphic design.
That's right.
This might be a way for you. This might be God saying, yo, I got you.
Time to get your ass into gear. Stop
using 2 degrees, man. Still got Photoshop 96. I got you, bro. Hook it up. I don't know what Photoshop you got. 96? Come on.
2096, right? You are.
Yo, honestly, it's like right around the corner.
Woo!
Right around the corner.
Maybe. Well, you've seen that meme. Maybe you don't do social media, but did you know that 1990 is?
I know the year of, yes.
You remember 1990? Oh no, because you weren't here.
I think maybe I was in somebody's balls, my dad's balls.
So 1990 was 30 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And 30 years from now is 2050.
Yep. Math. Yep.
Right.
What's the meme?
That's the meme.
Okay. All right. So speaking to what the fuck?
But I mean, like for millennials like us, like that's probably
terrifying. Do you remember 2 years old? When they were putting Tom and Jerry barely in color?
remember the 90s.
Oh, you remember the okay?
And I can't
do you
believe
remember
that
1990, the year you're talking
2050s is coming up.
2050 is not that bad.
Like we're halfway there.
2050.
That's the whole point of the meme.
I'm excited for 2050.
Back to me.
Okay, but look, this might actually be a good opportunity for you to actually get into the field you're going. So, and maybe it's not even like a brand new job, like an official job, but more like a gig, like you used to DJ.
Mm-hmm.
You never, you had a company, but Nobody was like, oh, let me get this guy's fucking website information and then fucking contact him. No, you were like, hey, here's my name. Here's my, here's what I do. Schedule me, hook me up, call me. You can do that type of stuff. Like a setup, what's that shit called? It's like a gig, but not officially. Your name is not gonna be under it. It's not gonna be fucking graphic designer. It's gonna be Andy, paper printer, and then on the hobby, it's gonna be like sells graphic designs.
Thank you for the effort, man.
Yeah, it was really bad explaining, but it's like okay, it's like I'm a
I
pharmacy
believe what
tech.
you were trying to say is freelance.
There we go.
God damn. Woo. Jesus Christ.
Some words you never learn.
Smell something burning.
God damn.
Yes, I'm actually doing that. I have a project that I'm working on currently.
And I didn't know about that.
That's right.
Look at that.
Look at you
3
coming
steps
up
ahead.
to the game.
What?
What? Yeah, I'm currently doing that, and I'm also in the process of talking to somebody about like doing like some type of gig, 2 nights a week or something like that.
2 nights a week. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking go to a club.
Side
Go to
work.
a club and just put like white photos and then black photos right next to each other, and they each change in like a millisecond. Fucking epilepsy everywhere. Just give people fucking seizures.
I mean, I remember one year,
That's a way to
like
thin
I
out the
had W-2s. I had 4 of them. You know, because it's not like I couldn't keep a job. No, I had like 4
Too many
jobs,
jobs.
like all year long.
Too many jobs, more than when people want.
So it might be that again. I might have like two side gigs and then this main job. So
I
we'll
mean,
see how-
honestly, dude, but
see what
it might be
happens.
the end that you need.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to start somewhere. You can't just
I
like
got to start somewhere again.
with
Yeah.
jobs like me. I started as a front cashier, and
Yeah.
I started out at $9 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got up to 10, and then I got promoted to designated hitter, which is
Mhm.
pharmacy and the front. And then I got to 11.26. Then I got promoted after I did my PTCB. That was what 12 something. Then I got another raise, and then I was at 13.56. Now I'm at 14.50. I got
Nice.
promoted again last week. I got promoted.
Yeah, just handing out promotions left and right.
Yep, and that was a span of 2 years. I mean, the point is you got to start somewhere. Yeah, like yes, maybe my shit was a little accelerated, but
Yeah.
you got to start somewhere. Everybody's different.
Mm-hmm.
This is a different field for you.
Yep.
But you have that, not that experience, but the knowledge. Hopefully, I mean 2 degrees in it. Maybe you know how to fucking copy and paste.
I am pretty knowledgeable. Yes.
Control V, right?
Those templates in publishing.
Control
man, I tell you
Control
what.
C and then Control V.
Yes.
Yes. So
God.
you have that knowledge. So you told
I
me
even taught you how to use a Google Drive.
we're not gonna say that again. All right. But you told me. I remember this conversation actually.
boy.
It was it was like first month at Walgreens.
Yeah.
God damn it! I said the fucking name of the company.
We already know where you work.
Fuck.
Shit.
All right. So.
Where is it?
Oh man.
I
I can't believe you've done this.
There we go. Okay, go on.
All right, so I remember this conversation. It was you and Adam, our good friend Adam, who never fucking replies. You had this conversation with me
he's
first
he's always invited here, but
month. Never shows up, anything. Never texts back.
does he even listen?
No.
Asshole.
So I remember this conversation that you guys had where you told me, honestly, you have to do a good job, yes, but ultimately your best way at being successful is having connections. So you have that knowledge in that field, but you just need the connections. So this hopefully might be that in to have those connections. You have a connection over here, and then you do some good work for him. He's like, yo, I got this guy with a fucking Mario sleeve who looks like he part-time shoot up schools. He does a pretty good graphic design. And then they're like, oh, shit. Next thing you know, you're over here fucking making graphic designs for Allstate. Never know. And then you fucking further up, dude, you're at fucking Tesla. And then where am I at? Selling drugs.
Still.
And then you're like, I'm like, yo, dude, we haven't recorded a podcast episode in a while. And you're like,
Who are you?
yeah. I'm like, I'm sorry. I have a podcast with Elon Musk. I'm like, yo, let me get in as a guest. And you're like, I'll let you clean the microphone he uses. Imagine that.
Yeah,
In a
the
couple
podcast
years.
is called "You Must Be Crazy."
Oh, look, man. All you need is the connections. You have the knowledge.
Yeah,
But yes,
I know.
you
I
know,
appreciate it. I
realistically,
don't
this
remember
might
that
be the end.
conversation.
Of course you
who was
don't.
saying what to who?
You guys said it to me, but you're the one specifically that said the connection thing,
Right. It's the oh, I never can say the fucking word.
right?
No, I'm not.
Well, we're just gonna wait until Andy goes proximity. What the? Yo, honestly, now that I'm realizing it, your boy ain't got 20/20 vision. I can barely see that.
You can't read that? What does that say?
One more. I need one more. Okay, proximity principle.
Yes. It's all about who you know.
Exactly. It's really all about who you know.
That's right. And
You can see it in these celebrities that don't really have, real talent or, amazing talent, but they're famous because they know somebody.
right. And the whole point of that principle is that you get into a place where if you want to work with a place, or if you want to do a certain type of job, you need to hang out with the people that are doing that job.
Absolutely.
Right. That way you can start learning, you can start networking, you can start doing all this stuff.
You want to know the best part? That same situation happened to me. You know how I got the job in pharmacy?
You were already selling drugs on the street, and they're like, "Yo, come on!"
Yo, bro, I heard
Let's
some.
get you
I heard some good work. G, I heard some good work. No. What happened was, I was working up front, and there were some days where, not to. What the fuck is this? Sorry, I have hair. All right, so I was working up front, and there was a bunch of days where, I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I used to do a good job.
Sure.
Every once in a while I would do a good job. I would finish my work. There's nothing else to do, right? So I would be bored. So I would go to pharmacy and I would be like, "Yo, do you guys have anything for me to do that I could do, without being illegal or in trouble?" And they would give me like smart count or something, just count the drugs. They would give me those tasks, and after a couple months later, they would see, hey, David has that initiative of he doesn't even have to be back here. Nobody up front goes back here unless they absolutely have to. And he's going back here. He's starting that initiative. Maybe we trying to get him back here. And that's exactly what happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I started hanging out with the people that are doing that job, and now I have that job.
Right.
So same thing, that's the proximity principle right there.
Mm-hmm.
I've proved it in my life, and it's real. I mean,
yeah.
Thinking about it, why do you think celebrities hang out with celebrities?
Because they don't hang out with little people.
I don't think it's a height thing. I think it's like they don't want to hang out with. You gotta, to be successful, you have to be with successful people.
Sure.
Same thing. That's what it is.
That's right.
So yeah, this might be your
I
way
keep on
in.
hanging out with you.
I'm sorry. Maybe you want a good beard. Maybe that's why. Maybe you want a good beard, Andy?
No.
I'll give you a good beard.
No, I'm tired of shaving.
Exactly.
It's so hot, man.
I haven't shaved in 4 years, man.
It's so hot.
No, it's not, dude. So yeah, that's my thing of it. You think looking at your situation in a positive way. I know it's gonna be hard, but and that goes for anybody out there as well. You might be in a hard position, but honestly, if you go out there and you get, you're committed to doing something, honestly, good things might come your way. I'm not saying it always does, but it might. So what, you're not gonna take the opportunity just because you're scared that maybe you're gonna be that 50% that doesn't work out? You gotta try.
And it's not gonna work out if you don't even try.
Exactly. You miss 100% of shots you don't take.
That's right.
And even though I take all my shots, your boy is still like 3% from the field. Bricks everywhere.
Shitting bricks too. Okay, so that's our stuff that's new with us. Let's talk about the show. 32 minutes in.
Like the updates? Show updates?
Yeah, we haven't done that yet.
Well, at least we did the current topic, which is the segment.
Right.
The segment's called
platform.
Current. Hey, Pyru. All right.
All right, so Anchor Dashboard, we are up 56 plays with a grand total of 510. Estimated audience size is 11. Thank
Woo.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
YouTube, we are up 2 subscribers with a total of 15.
Woo. 15.
Last 28 days, we had 106 plays.
Man, thank you so much. Triple digits.
That's
I love
right.
all of y'all.
Do you like the video? Are we doing an okay job? I think
think
last
so.
time I didn't do any text.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, honestly, it's my fault because I didn't even look at the episode. I don't think.
So,
I mean, I listened to it, but
appreciate it.
hey, man, we try.
Facebook, we're +3 with a total of 159 followers.
We are.
Right.
Hey. We don't actually have a current a game segment this week, but god damn, I caught it this time. I caught it. But next week, Andy will be talking about the Master Chief Collection.
Oh, I will.
Yeah, well, I don't know, man. I came in today to the office and you got Master Chief
Oh.
all set up and shit. Yeah. Oh, look at that. He's gonna bring out the box. Look at that.
Master Chief Collection.
Hey, proof. Andy has it. Andy has money. Look. But yes, he will be talking about that next week. So put that in your schedule. Make sure to record gameplay for us.
Record gameplay.
Yeah, dude, I gotta cut up gameplay.
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make the video more, engaging for the consumer.
So the current topic is jobs. So
Thought we did that already. That's what we've been talking about this whole time.
right. So I didn't know if you want to go into further in depth on that.
I don't really have anything to add.
Well-
For context, I'm still at my first job. Different position, still at my first job.
Yes.
I've
so,
only had one job interview, and they hired me on the spot. So, really,
So don't listen to this guy.
or listen exactly to what I say, and you will do the same instead of having 16 jobs and looking on a job site and having 115 jobs that match what you're looking for. Are you being a bad podcaster again?
That's my wife.
It's your
I
wife.
need to adjust the temperature.
Oh, very nice. Andy has so much money set up into this house. He can control his own temperature from his phone. I have to get up and go into the living room, bro. Mind you, I don't have any doors to open because I don't have a door from my living room to my bedroom, which is
Man
actually
lives
nice.
in a studio. It's just
No.
one big ass room.
No.
There's a toilet right in the center for convenience.
That would be interesting, and I would not be opposed to that. But I do not. I live in an actual apartment. It has vinyl floors. Actually, pretty nice, dude. Pretty nice. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie. All right, so quick. While Andy's doing that,
Am I
quick
gonna be a
detour.
Bad podcast.
Quick detour. Hardwood floors. Honestly, I don't know if I like that better than carpet, in the sense that carpet, yes, might accumulate dirt, but at least it doesn't look dirty most of the time if you like upkeep it.
Mhm.
But I feel like vinyl or just hardwood floors, them motherfuckers, you can see anything, bro.
Yeah.
I just sweeped, bro, and in 2 hours, man was seeing dust particles.
Well, I have both. What do you think of that?
Who the fuck are you? Are you Andy?
I have both. I got carpet and I got hardwood floors.
Which one do you like better? Carpet, you don't need to wear socks when it's cold.
It's true.
Keep your toes snugly.
That's right. Well, I mean,
Depends on the carpet color. What I usually like longer carpet than what you have right now.
oh, you like shaggy carpet?
Not too shaggy.
Mm.
Not like, you know,
Oh, here we go.
Scooby.
Zoinks.
Yeah, you do a better shaggy, but more like Zoink Scooby. Like a chill shaggy.
He was high all the time. What are you talking about? You can't get more chill than that.
Honestly, I don't know, man.
Why do you think they're always eating?
Maybe he got high off chloroform, not marijuana. But look, see, I'm looking at Andy's resume right now, and this shit looks fucking purty.
You're welcome.
Yes, but what do you have to talk about? See, you have Jesus Christ, man, you got a whole list. My shit would literally be like one line, be like, I'm still here.
Right. I mean, I got one. This is in the last 10 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different employers.
Have you? Because I know some people cut some of them out. Have you cut some out?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So these are mainly for design positions.
So you cut out like
Except for you got
middleman.
Walgreens, and then you got the post office. But
I mean,
yeah,
I guess you could spin the Walgreens one into. I mean, I did photos and I help people, design the photo, and then for the
no,
post office, you could be like, I handled paper, which is what
stop
thing
it.
is printed.
Stop! You're ridiculous. No,
You gotta spin
I
it.
said what I did. Like this is
Oh, this is great. I can actually pull out my resume.
no, like this is because I was a shift lead. So that's like my
Managerial
first
experience.
manager position. But yeah, I guess what we can talk about is trying to find jobs in 2020 or in today's age. It sucks because there's so many websites out there and you don't know where to go.
Yeah, the shit was online. So what I did when I was finding a job, I was
Yes,
I was 18,
Tell me.
2 years ago.
Mhm.
I'd rather not do it online. I actually went to stores. I would have my stepdad drive me around and take me to stores, and like I'd go in there and be like,
Mhm.
you gotta, just to overcome my social anxiety.
Mhm.
I'll go in there and be like, yo, y'all got a position, like an application, and everybody would say the same shit. It's online.
What would they say?
It's online. It's online. And then I went to this one place and it's like, you got to be 21. You got to serve alcohol. I'm like, fuck. And then I had this one place, actually. I was in crutches still. And I hobbled over there. And the shit was far, dude. It was like 3 miles away. In crutches, I did that. And it was this pizza place. And then he's like, yeah, dude, I'm sorry. We only hire females. And I looked at him. I'm like, dude, I'd be in the back, man. You can have a dude in the
Oh,
back.
What pizza place was this? Where was this?
Americana. It's right behind that CVS right here, next to that Zaxby's on 23rd.
They only hire females.
That's what the dude told me. That's what the dude told me. And he's like, but if you like, you could email me and I could look into it. I emailed him, never got back to me.
Man, what a dick.
And my titties were like pretty decent size back then,
Yeah, you didn't have long hair.
No, I didn't. And my beard was whack. Shit didn't even connect. I actually applied at the CVS.
Yeah.
Right next to it. And I called them every day. Every day, Andy. I called them for 2 weeks. And I'd call for the hiring manager. And it got to the point where they would recognize me and they would be like, yeah, dude, she's not in today. And I knew that bitch was in because I would go over there and check. I knew the bitch was in. And they never called me back. So I was like, fuck it. I'm going to the competitor. And they called me the fucking next day. They're like, we need you tonight.
You're late.
Dude, you're supposed to start yesterday. I'm like, dude, I just finished yesterday. Yeah, and then I had my interview, which was actually my first interview. I went over there, and it was actually pretty awkward in the sense that all the questions that he asked me were basically about how I would handle situations in prior jobs, like in previous jobs, and I never had a job, so he would just relate it to like school, and which I had to make most of the shit up because senior year I was
at school.
I was barely at school, and I remember there was one question. I don't remember the exact question, but I do remember he asked me a question, and I was like, "Can you give me an example of that?" Dead ass for 45 seconds. He sat there and he's thinking of an example. And then he's looking up in space and he's thinking, and he looks back at me and he's like, let's just skip that question.
Do you remember what question that was?
I don't remember the exact question, but it was something that where I couldn't even relate it to school because it was not even, I think it was something about how would you handle if two employees had like a quarrel? Would you side with the one employee? Would you tell the manager? Would you do this? Would you do that? And I asked for an example of like how I could relate that to school or whatever. Something. I don't remember the exact thing. It was years ago, and I tried to. It's all a blur now at that place. But he just could not think of one, so we skipped the question. And then 10 minutes later, he calls Adam into the room, and he's like, "Hey, Adam, So this is David. I'm offering the job. I'm like, oh shit, what's up? Adam was actually the first person I saw through the door, and then I shook Adam's hand, and Adam's like,
Hello.
oh, hello, oh, okay, okay, and and then Ken looks at me, the manager. He looks at me. He's like, "You have any questions before you answer?" Like, because he asked me, "Do I want the job?" And then he asked if I had any questions, and I said, "Just two. First, can I keep my beard? And second, can I keep my earrings?" And he said yes. And I'm like, "Thank you." Boom, got the job right then and there. And then it was actually, damn, I feel like I'm going on a tangent, but
No, this is great. No, this is.
and
this is
then
good.
he called me. I had to do a drug test, obviously, which was scary because
And
I
you're
had
like,
just smoked. I
"Shit."
smoked like 2 weeks prior, and so he, I had to do a drug test, and I walked. No, I didn't walk. I had a girl in my class. I paid her $10, which was a lot of money, but it was all I had. I paid her $10 to drive me to the place. Skip class because they closed like right after school, so I had to skip class, drive me over there. I went over there to the Quest, right, which actually is right next to my house right now, where I live now. And they were like, "Yeah, we can't do the drug test because our plumbing's bad." And I'm like, "Fuck."
This is the only time I can do
So I
it.
called Ken and I'm like, "Yo, I can't do it. Say something about the plumbing." And he's like, "All you have to do is pee in the cup. What do you mean? You don't even need to use the plumbing." And I'm like, "That's what I told her." And they said something about it has to be blue or whatever.
Oh, Ken.
And he's like, "All right, I'll have to resubmit it." So he resubmitted. And he's like, "Okay, you have to do it at this day, at this time." And it was like the middle of the weekday at like fucking 9 a.m. And I had school. And my mom was like in Washington. And, I still have the ankle injury. This is like 3 weeks after I took the cast off.
Oh my god.
So I had no ride.
Uh-huh.
I had to skip school.
Yeah.
My mom's not there. I have no ride. And it's fucking, I lived right in front of David's Barbecue next to One Love.
Right.
And I had to walk all the way to North Florida. And this was in March where it was fucking freezing, by the way. So I walk over there, freezing my fucking ass off. I'm sweating.
Right.
I go in that place, and the lady who actually did my thing, she was like, "What do you got to go after this?" And I'm like, "School. I gotta go to class." Bro, this lady, I wish I remember her name. Nicest lady ever. She goes, "Oh, you have to walk?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I had to walk over here, and it's freezing cold outside." She's like, "I'm gonna take my break when you're done, and I'm gonna drive you to school." And she took me to school, bro. And that was the nicest thing
nice.
anybody's ever done for me. And when I got to school, I fucking walked home because I was skipping school that day. Fuck that. I wasn't going back to school, bro.
Oh, David.
But she took me so much closer to my house than I needed to be. And I appreciate that. And wherever you are out there, I fucking love you.
That was a very
Thank
nice
you so
gesture.
much. But yeah, I did a lot of shit to get that job. But I only had one interview, one everything. And I'm still at the place 2.5 years later.
Yeah.
It's about to be 3 years and 3 months.
Oh, it's amazing, man.
Oh, dude,
Good
yeah.
shit.
No.
So 2 years, 9 months as you've been there for.
Yep, 2 years, 9
Good
months.
for you.
3 promotions.
So aside from that, that's kind of like a freak situation.
Freak situation. Most people my age are not at the same job that they started
like
at.
usually you got to have experience to get your first job, and then it's like credit cards. You got to have a credit card to get a credit card.
Yeah, you gotta have credit history to get a credit card. But then
Yeah.
you're like, well, I need to build credit history, and they're like, yo, tough luck.
Oh, but not with us.
Yeah.
Bitch.
I was lucky because your store, or our store, needed people at the time. So he was
Yeah.
basically like, yo, on the spot, bro, I need you. And I need you to work right now.
That's right.
So I got lucky. I
You
got
don't
lucky.
need high school.
But it doesn't happen all the time, 100%. It does not happen all the time.
No, it rarely happens.
No, and I got lucky. I went into that type of retail. Most people start at like McDonald's. Not to be funny, but McDonald's, fast food, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I got lucky. I definitely got lucky.
Yeah.
So I feel like finding jobs is not something that I could really relate to. Just because now if I find a job, I have a whole bunch of things. I have certifications. I have PTCB, so it won't be that
Yes.
hard. I meet more of the requirement list than
right.
anybody, really.
Well, you'd be more suited for more jobs now. You have more opportunities.
More opportunities. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
I mean, now when it comes to searching for jobs, like I remember when I started, it was 2007. That was my first job. Sorry, 2006. It's 2006. It was graduate high school, and that was my first job that I had, right? And so I worked at a hotel,
Oh
right,
man,
at Fairfield Inn.
I
Yeah, it's
don't
not
know
even
this.
there anymore.
Oh, okay, is that where Econ Lodge is?
Maybe, yeah, off
I
of
don't know.
75th and
No
Tower
idea.
Road.
I don't even know where Econ Lodge is.
Jesus Christ. Anyway,
Right.
so um so I got that job because I knew two people already there.
Connections. Look.
Right? It was connections, right? Um and I even applied to where I work now at the same time that I was trying to get that job because I'm like, yeah, I want to do stuff like that. Right? Cuz like
And I'm
I
still
had
doing stuff
I
like
had,
that.
I'm still doing shit like this. But yeah, I had that thought. I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do, and because we have the word graphic design like on the window, and I'm like, oh, that's what I was going to school for. Starting to go there,
Yeah, go there,
and
start, build experience while you're
right,
getting your degree. By the time you get your
right.
degree, you already have the degree
So
and the experience.
I don't know
Smart.
why I was never contacted back when I
Ooh.
applied at the place where I'm at now. I'm
Yeah.
assuming it was because I had zero work history and I was 18
And you didn't meet the diversity quota.
and I was a white male. Anyway, then a year and a half later, after I was been at the hotel, I was like, I'm getting tired of this. Like, well, I mean, it was pretty shitty. I mean, yes, I was part time. I was working like 32 hours a week. Like, I was going to
That's
Santa
part-time?
Fe. I was
I think that's
technically
borderline.
I was technically part time, but I was doing like 4 nights a week,
Hmm.
up to 4 nights a week, right? So like I was kind of banking, right? And
That's
I
always
mean
good.
I was not making minimum wage. I was making more than that, right? As my first job, and I mean 18 years old, freshman, you know, taking a first and second semester of colleges, and so I this place was going downhill as like see everybody was hired individually at this hotel, right? And it was a Fairfield Inn, and usually it's Fairfield Inn by Marriott, right? So
Hmm.
usually these hotels are hotels, like hotels, not motels, right?
Gotcha.
So like the hallways are inside and all that stuff. That if you did not know,
Yeah.
that's the difference.
You bring high level hookers in there instead of low level hookers.
Something like that. Yeah. I mean, it was 3 stories, maybe. Yeah. I guess.
That's
Yeah.
a pyramid of bitches right there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a trilogy.
You didn't laugh at that joke. That shit was fucking hilarious.
Pyramid.
On the spot.
It's a
dude.
trilogy. It's 3 stories.
Right, but it's
Get
like
it?
a pyramid of bitches. Get it? Because like the bottom bitch. You ever heard of the.
Anyway, so a hotel, if you did not know, the hallways are inside, right? In a motel, there's no hallways. Like it's just outside. The doors go outside,
Gotcha.
right? So that's what this was. The doors go outside, but it was a Fairfield Inn, and like almost all the Fairfield Inns were inside. Anyway, um, everybody that was working at this place was hired there directly, right? And then over the 18 months that I was there, it slowly changed. Like they got rid of all of the housekeepers, right? And they contracted with like some type of cleaning service that everybody spoke Spanish. And then it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying like that is what was
Oh man.
happening. There was now a communication hurdle because I couldn't like talk to them. And
So they
I was working
replaced
at the
you,
front desk.
and they replaced you, and they took your germ.
They took her to wait, which one is it?
Oh fuck, man!
Fuck.
Come on, dude.
Fuck.
What did they do, Andy?
They took our jobs. You're damn straight. Then they got
Fucking
rid of
right, we
all
took your
the.
jobs.
They got rid of all the maintenance people. Like everybody was replaced.
Okay, I
All
thought
the
they were
maintenance
just
people-
like, we don't need any maintenance anymore.
Yeah, they took our job. No, all the maintenance people got replaced. All the housekeepers were replaced. And like all the front people were slowly getting replaced, and then even the general manager and the assistant manager replaced. Like everybody
man, what
was
the hell?
gone.
That's a brand
Like
new
I was
hotel.
like the last freaking one of the last. of
I
the
am
people.
the designated survivor.
I mean, I was sorta. I mean, but I was like the last one that was there when I was hired. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like nobody else was there when I first started.
Mhm.
But anyway, so and then what was happening is that I was no longer working 4 days a week. I was now down to 2 shifts,
Two.
and because I was working front desk,
So
right?
they was trying to replace you.
So, well, because I was technically part time,
Hmm.
right? I was working just 2 shifts, and it was 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Friday night, and then 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday. All right, so you got that?
Sure.
Meaning that from 11 p.m. on Friday, if the night auditor showed up on time, I would then have 8 hours to be back at work.
Might as well just sleep at the goddamn motel or hotel. Might as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes they were sold out, but I probably should have, kept
You gotta
a
pay
room.
for it.
I probably should have kept a room available or a cot, like in the laundry room or something.
Nah, you know
like
you got
that.
you know what you got to do. Go into the vending machine room and just sleep on top of the fucking ice machine. Honestly,
Yeah, good shit. But yeah, no, it sucked because it was like a 30-minute drive to my house. At
yeah,
the time,
nah, dude.
so then I
So
had
really,
so I
if
had
you-
set. So from there, I had 7 hours. If I went into
if
eat,
you went straight to sleep,
if sleep, eat, shower, anything,
Get
I had
dressed.
7 hours,
nah.
and it's only for 2 shifts. Like I was basically back to back, and it was crazy because I was I checked in people
Mm-hmm.
on Friday night, and then I checked them out on Saturday morning, and everybody was like, "You're still here?"
I'm like, yeah, dude,
And I'm like, "No, I left, and I came back,
but I'm still here.
and I'm still fucking here." Yeah, but I mean, like, it sucked, and then I just got tired of it, and I just did not want to do it anymore.
See, that's the thing though, and I feel like more people, my people,
Your people.
my people, nah, more people my RIP, more people my age do it now, but you did a good thing in where you weren't happy at that job,
Mhm.
and I referred to this a little bit on the last episode, but really, finding that happiness in your job has to be the most important. Like, yeah, money and all that
Yes.
stuff, obviously, but that happiness.
Mhm.
You had the 2 shifts, which at the time worked for you because you were going to school, but at the same time, you weren't happy there. You weren't happy with your schedule. Nobody. You couldn't keep a relationship with people at work because they all got fucking replaced. And I don't know if you liked the job or not, but maybe you
I hated
didn't.
it.
You hated it. You hated it. Exactly. You weren't happy at that
Like-
place, so you didn't stay there for long. How long did you stay there?
It was like a year and a half.
Damn, boy, you stayed there long enough. What the fuck? I was trying to Andy didn't hate the job until a year in.
That's right.
See that? So
So
you found a new job, and yeah, you're not gonna find a new job immediately. But look, you found a new job. You worked at Renaissance, and then you left Renaissance. You went all these other places, and right back at Renaissance. And you may not be happy with it right now because the hour cut. But let me tell you, a couple weeks ago when you were talking about the job, it's not that you loved it, but at the same time, you didn't have a problem with it. I'm sorry, did I bore you?
what? No, you lost me.
What do you mean?
What the fuck was that?
What?
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 You hated the hotel job,
Yes.
so you got a job at Renaissance.
Well, because I learned that I do not like hospitality.
Right. Well, obviously, no shit. But
Well, when I was 18, I didn't know.
right.
And
I'm
plus,
glad
I
I'm-
just
I'm
needed
so
to
glad
start
you
a
found
job.
yourself, Andy. But you hated that, so you went to Renaissance. right?
Yep.
And then you got out of Renaissance for a bunch of years, and now you're right back at Renaissance because obviously you found something there that
Basically.
you liked.
Right.
Exactly.
And
Mm.
I'm trying to figure out what that characteristic is that I like. And that's kind of like the phase that I'm in. I'm still trying to figure out what I actually do like about doing whatever. And
How hot the paper comes out.
it feels so nice.
Man, honestly,
And
that's
the
what you need.
smell.
Okay, fucking weirdo.
Well, when you are inhaling machine exhaust 30 hours a week.
It's not that bad.
Mm.
What the fuck?
Anyway, so the thing that I want to get to real quick is that when I first started, it was all about going door to door. I went to the place and I'm like, "Yo, I want to work here. I want to work with you." Right? Like I want to
You're
get a
my
job
guy.
here. Now, everybody's like, what you said. Go to the website.
Go to
It's
the
in our
website.
website. No,
It's
it's
in our
on the
website.
corporate website. You got to go here, click the button,
Go to
smash
careers.
the like button.
Go fucking
And-
subscribe, share with your friends, and then we'll fucking do the giveaway, and you'll get an inbox.
Share to at least 10 people, and then make an online profile. After you upload your resume, then we need you to data input everything into our new fields, to our own database, because your resume means shit. So we don't really need your file. We just need the information.
Right.
Anyway, so there's lots of job sites out there, David, as you maybe
May
not
not
know
don't
because you've
know.
never had to really do it.
Nope, I kind of just Googled pharmacy tech jobs.
Like,
Couple months
there's
ago.
Monster.
I love Monster.
There's Indeed.
No, I have heard of
There's LinkedIn. There's Snagajob, which is primarily like Dunkin' Donuts and Wendy's and P.F. Chang's and Jiffy
that.
Lube.
Yo, honestly, Amazon might be for you, dog. Not for like your field, but I mean for the time being. $15 an hour, and there's a facility, Amazon facility, right next to 441.
Right. Now, if you want to work in Amazon, you got to check that website like every single day because it is so big and it's so popular. Like postings appear and then disappear.
Right. Well, got to keep looking, bro. You want a job?
Now,
You
I
want money?
did see, where was it? It was it UPS? I think it was at
Ups.
UPS.
Ups. Yeah.
It was at Ups, and it was a package handler. Go ahead, get it out of your system.
Go ahead.
Anyway, package handler.
Damn, boy, you package a dick.
Anyway, yeah, but here's the thing. Like it was like early morning shift. It was like at
That's what you're looking for.
3:45 a.m.
Oh, shit.
to 9:15. Okay, so I'd be done like at 9:15. But I was looking for something like that. But I was like more like 9 to noon, right? Like not at middle of the freaking night is starting.
Well,
But now
Mhm.
I did the time slots between my job and then that potential job, and like I know for a fact because I did overnight before, I need at least 8 hours of sleep, ideally, in one go. Meaning that I can't do like cat naps where I'm doing 4 hours here and 4 hours here to get my 8 hours during the day, right? There's so many things to do. David, once I learned that there was 24 hours in a day, like
When did you learn that?
no, like
last year.
when I worked overnight,
Oh, okay.
when I was like, damn, there's a lot of hours in the day. Because usually people are like, oh, it's already 9 o'clock, my day's done. 9 o'clock at night, whatever it is. Like, oh, I'm done. Like, no. What are you talking about? There's
I should just started.
midnight, and then there's,
Early morning
how many
hours?
hours in the morning? Yeah, like, no, you're still a half a day left. So once I learned that, and I'm like, my God, like, I could look at all the stuff that I
the
could
free
like,
real estate.
look at all the availability. But I learned that I have got to sleep for like a solid period of time. That's me. That's just me. Like I can't split it up like that anymore. And waking up at 10 p.m. is not really healthy for me either.
No,
But
I
anyway.
feel you on that one. I feel you on that one.
So,
Yeah,
so
I
I'm
realized I realized recently that too. Like not 8 hours, but mine's 5 hours. If I don't get the thing is, so 5 hours is the sweet spot. So if
Mhm.
I get anything more than 6 hours, I will be tired as fuck. If I get anything below 5 hours, I will be tired as fuck.
Yeah.
So 5 to 6 hours is exactly where I need to be a functional human in this society where I do not want to murder somebody.
Now everybody's different.
Everybody's different.
And everybody's at different ages too. So, like every year, you're probably gonna want to reassess it because it might be changing.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it there.
Okay,
No choice.
that a boy.
No choice.
Soldier on.
But yeah, I mean, Amazon might be a good fit. The thing is, you have to find somewhere, since you have the main job, you have to find somewhere where they could be flexible with the time.
Right, and then that's the hardest part. So, like the last little bit that I want to talk about is like I see all these job searching sites and whatnot. Like I use this as leads, and then I like go to the actual company's information and the website, and I
And then
look
go there.
into it myself.
Because, yeah,
And-
they're more inclined to have that updated than Monster or Indeed or something.
Not necessarily. Usually it's the other way around.
Oh, really?
Sometimes.
Huh.
Depends who it is. That's the problem.
That's
Like,
the issue I'm having.
That's the fucking problem because I don't know where to go. Like, do I go to this one company? Do I go to the other company? Do I go onto this site? Whatever. Like, it was even to the point where when I was trying to get out of the post office, right, I was looking online because I'm like, I'm never going back to Renaissance. No, fuck that. But I want to go back into the printing industry. And so I'm like, all right, let me do a Google search on Google Maps. Let me look at printing
First thing.
in town. Renaissance is the first thing.
And you're like, no
They're
Renaissance.
like,
Second
no,
one.
no, scroll.
Target copy.
Target copy. God damn it. No, scroll down. But no, and then I found like Instaprints and which is now Allegra.
Oh, yeah, literally right next to my house. I could throw a rock at it.
Yeah, you probably have. But yeah, it was nice. It was interesting, and I'm like, oh, okay. So this is like going back to my roots and the original method on how I found jobs, or instead of like just
Andy found himself again, basically.
blasting websites and
Oh, man.
blasting websites of just spamming my resume all over the place.
Spam, 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 spam. Spam, spam.
Speed. Yeah, exactly.
Ah,
yeah.
ski, motherfucker. Ah,
Spam.
ski, goddamn. But yes, let me go over. We're obviously not gonna have we're gonna have to put the brakes somewhere in this episode. This is the whole episode. It's gonna be like an hour.
This
long.
is
Yeah, we're not-
whatchamacallit? This is a very distressing, to some.
Yes,
But
We're gonna
this
ha-
is
we're
a
gonna-
distressing topic, though. It's jobs, and how many millions of people applied for unemployment just this week for the first time ever in their lives?
Yeah.
Like, it's very sad.
Yep.
We are very fortunate. Like our buddy John,
Yeah.
was unfortunately
Movie review
furloughed
guy.
because he worked at the movie theaters,
Yeah,
and
then
all
they
the-
got him back, and then he is now furloughed again.
And then all the
Unfortunately.
movie theaters have closed their doors and indefinite until further notice. I don't even know if the company's closed.
I don't even think movie theaters are coming back. To be honest with you, I think it's just gonna be drive-ins.
Yeah, drive-ins and streaming home. I mean, times
Shame.
are changing.
Sometimes I
who
don't want my
knows?
dick sucked at home. Be honest.
To be young again.
But yes, we're gonna have like a hard cut somewhere in the middle of the episode where it's gonna be like we'll be right back and we never took a break. But I actually want to go through my cover letter and my resume real quick. This is from 2018 when I first made it, right? And I made it in English class and I actually used it. So obviously this is outdated. 'cause
So
I-
we can critique this.
Sure, whatever. All right, so my objective, this is my resume I'm reading right now. My objective: gain experience in an occupation that will prepare me for my future career. Little did I know I'm at my fucking future career right now, apparently. Education: Buell's High School from 2013 to present. And then I have a little asterisk, and the asterisk said graduation date June 2nd. I actually made it to that fucking graduation. Cut it very, very close.
Good for you.
Achievements: former member of the Buell's varsity football team. That was literally the only thing I did in my life. Let's see. Skills. My skills: certified in Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. Don't even get to use that. Cooking. Barely use that. Weightlifting. Obviously, that is outdated.
I like how you listed cooking as like
Yo,
a-
honestly, your boy can cook though. All right. Last one, bilingual. That's honestly the main reason they brought me back in pharmacy. They're like, yo, we got a lot of Spanish ladies and we need a Spanish man back here. So I actually have a lady, she calls me mi nieto, which means my grandson, and she like brings me pastries and chocolates.
she might really think that you're her grandson.
No. She's not Alzheimer's old. But let's see, interests: music, football, food. And that is my resume. That is that's literally this. What, 1, 2, 3,
Just a fucking
4,
bullet
5, 6,
list.
7, 8, 9, 10 bullet points. That's it. That is my resume. On to my cover letter. My cover letter. Let's see.
Okay, there you go. You get
There,
paragraph.
a little. I'm gonna read this whole thing.
Oh, boy.
You know how good I do my reading.
Yeah.
Dear hiring manager. Wow, damn! I wrote this on March 9th, 2018. That was 2 weeks before I got hired.
It's a couple days after your birthday.
6 days after my birthday. 5 days, 5 days after yours. We have right next to
Stalker.
each other. Well, they put it on the break room. All right, let's see.
Still, I haven't been there for how long?
No. Dear hiring manager, I am writing this because I am searching for a meaningful job in which I can experience adulthood and learn the responsibilities accompanied with that. I am confident that a job at your store will prepare me for my future in life. Although I have no prior job experience, I feel I can bring positive energy and work ethic to the workplace. I am more than willing to learn any new skills that can apply to the position in which I will be working. I also am very determined to help anyone that is in need of assistance and am adamant on resolving any problems or concerns a customer may have. I can also assist Spanish-speaking customers as I am bilingual. I believe I can show my importance and significance working at my company and hope to become vital to your operation. Please feel free to contact me at, maybe one day I'll say my phone number out loud.
Episode
And my
100.
email. What happened?
Episode 100.
Episode 100. I did say that. Yes.
Mhm.
Email me at my email about any questions and concerns. Thank you for your time. Sincerely, Dave Lopez. I have to make sure I put my name right.
Good shit, man.
Obviously,
It worked.
It's scary. It's scary how much I bullshitted
Good
this.
you were.
No, it's amazing how much I bullshitted this cover letter and all of this shit became true. I help all the Spanish speaking customers. You know how well I am with customers.
Mhm.
Surprisingly, I fucking hate people, but I can help them like a motherfucker. And I do, I try to be positive. I go in that bitch screaming, you're So yes, I bring positive energy and
Right.
work ethic. I like to get my shit done. Mostly
Yeah.
because I'm lazy and I just want to fucking get back to doing nothing.
That's right.
But yeah, it's crazy how I use these big words and I, talk my shit, but at the end of the day, it just fucking happened to be true.
Mhm.
I was lying to myself and then it became true. So maybe I should have put, and hopefully maybe soon I can become a millionaire at your company.
Eh. Well, maybe you were lying to yourself about lying to yourself. Maybe that's just how you really
First
felt.
rule is acceptance
That's right.
or acknowledgement. What is it?
Acceptance.
Acceptance. I accept that I lied and then became the truth, so I'm no longer lying. Therefore, I skipped steps in between those steps. But yes, that is my cover letter, my resume from back in 2018, 2002, 2 years ago. Thank you.
It obviously worked.
It obviously worked. Still there.
It's probably just timing. They just needed somebody. Nobody else. applied.
Everybody says that, but he hired me on the spot, and the two other people that he hired at the same time, he did not hire on the spot. Let's just get that. And he hired them first. But yes.
Huh.
So I think that brings it to the end of this episode. I think it's long enough, probably like an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for listening to this episode, watching this episode. We appreciate it for everything that you do. Hopefully, we'll be back next week. Let's see how my depression is. And what else was I gonna say? Did you like our new format? We didn't even have any other segments. We didn't even do the segment music. We did basically just talk about jobs and how I broke my fucking bed. Do it. Yes. Did
Well,
you like it? Let us know. Tiffany, how do you feel about this?
Yes, Tiffany, because we know that you are listening,
Yes.
perhaps watching. I would say that this went pretty good, but we definitely want to have some feedback.
Absolutely.
Do you guys have a specific site that you use for job searching? How successful or unsuccessful have you been in trying to find a job?
Do you have a more pitiful resume than mine? Probably not.
Yeah. Do you have less than 10 bullets on your resume?
Let us
No
know. I'll put
judgment.
that bitch
I
up.
just want to know.
Yeah, maybe they're long, good bullet points. My shit was like one word, like cooking, weightlifting,
Yeah,
bilingual.
Yeah, but it's
For
all
my
of like
skills, not hardworking or determination.
your resume had all of like 125 words.
Just about.
I mean,
my cover letter was 197.
Whether it's positive or negative, what was the most W-2s you ever had in a tax season? Like I had 4 was my record. David, I'm gonna say that you had 1.
No, 2.
How?
I got a promotion, and that was a different W-2 for some reason.
Oh.
I got a promotion mid-year when I went to pharmacy, and that was another W-2. I'm not sure why.
That is very strange.
Yep.
I mean, it should have been just another line item, I would
Nope.
think. Weird.
Different tax bracket, I think.
I hope not. You make less than me.
Maybe we got to go back to the tax brackets. But yes, thank
Shit.
you for listening. We'll catch you next week. And take it easy. All right. You gonna hit pause there? You gonna stop recording?